Hi everyone, it's Adrienne in New York. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday evening. Um, I just figured I would just hop on and do a quick review of some makeup. Or no, maybe more of a chatty get ready with me at 6 o'clock at night. I mean, I've been playing around with this eyeshadow palette and I was gonna do my face and I just realized that I wanted to inform everybody about an upcoming sale that I always take advantage of. And I don't feel like it's necessarily geared to, the brand doesn't gear itself to my demographic, over 40, but I still like some of their products, and I would like the ladies and gents over 40 or over 30. I don't even know what their demographic is. I just don't feel like it's not over 35 for sure. And that brand is Glossier. And so I think if you watch a lot of YouTube and you're of any age, you have heard of this brand and a lot of hype and wondered, like, is it worth it? Should I go on this site and figure stuff out and buy something and make this investment? And it's not a cheaply kind of it's not an inexpensive brand. It's not a super expensive brand, but outside of sets that they have, like maybe little kits and sets of a combination of their products, they don't go on sale ever, except for once a year, which is the Friday starting after Thanksgiving, and it runs all weekend long. And every single product is on sale. It's basically like a flat, once a year sale. I think it's 25% off. And that is the only time of year I buy from Glossier because I really appreciate the savings, and there are products of theirs that I think are awesome. Now, I will say that Glossier has had a bit of an evolution since they started, where at first they were really, really a unique brand, and I don't think they had a lot of competition in what it is that they were doing. But very quickly, I think when others saw their success, they jumped on the bandwagon. And so I think there aren't as many products as there used to be in the brand that really are special. And so actually, I'm trying a sample of one right now that I had. This is the Future Dew by Glossier. I just have a little sample of it. Oh, if I could open it. And I've been meaning to try this, and I've just forgotten to. And actually, I do buy from them once a year, but earlier this year in January, I was very lucky and I was on jury duty for like 2 weeks, and it's in downtown Manhattan, and I was an alternate juror on a case that never actually went even for a minute. It was one of those situations, but being downtown kind of like every day, and it was kind of nice just to have like lunch in the area. And then I completely forgot, but the Glossier had a store downtown, and I'd always wanted to go to the store, but I didn't think I was gonna like feel welcome. I don't look anything like their models, and I don't know, it just didn't seem like something for me. And so nonetheless, I made it down on a lunch break for during jury duty. I did go to the store, and it was really a weird experience. It was a strange little store. You kind of had to you walk in and everything's like pink, and it looks like you're walking into a club, and you have to walk up these stairs. And when you enter this room, it's just a single room with 7 tables, high tables that are filled with their products. And then there are all these Glossier representatives walking around with iPads asking you if you want to place an order. And that's basically it. And you were allowed to play with the products, and it got very busy very fast. It was the middle of the day, and it was it just got really, really packed. And the reason I liked having gone through that experience is because there were products I was curious about, but I hadn't ordered in the last sale because I just wasn't sure. And I have gotten products from theirs that I haven't really cared for. So I didn't want to be stuck with them. So what I picked up that day, what I played around with, which I really liked, and right now I'm actually trying on their Future Dew, which is their primer that gives you a real glow. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. My sister, I picked her up this product, the Future Dew, because she had always wanted it based on the description. And my sister's a little older than me, but she actually looks younger. She's much fairer than I am, has really beautiful skin, drier skin though. And so she saw Future Dew and she's like, oh, I want that product. So I bought it for her. And I got to play around with a bunch of other products while I was there. And I did end up purchasing quite a lot of products. I'm like $100 worth of products. So I do actually buy from them on the off chance, but whoa, this smells nice. It smells like something I used to use. Huh, I don't know. This is so I had a little sample of the Future Dew. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I had to take my cat to an emergency vet thing, and I'm just discombobulated now. But yeah, I felt like putting on makeup and talking. So this is the Future Dew, quite nice. I have combination skin, oily in the T-zone, really dry, kind of sensitized around here. In fact, I'm quite red from some skincare products I'm using. But that feels nice. I don't know what that's gonna look like. It also kind of feels a little greasy. It feels nice and greasy. I don't mind greasy if it just doesn't make me break out. So stay tuned if it makes me break out. I pretty much break out like by the end of the night. I will know if this causes me to break out. I will say it made my skin look really beautiful. Like I have nothing on my face, but nothing on my skin. I did my eyes already, but I'll talk to you about a few of their, like my favorite products of theirs. And if you feel like buying any, go on their website on Friday and buy yourself some Glossier. Not that they need more money, but they do have wonderful products, some of them. So they have this product, the Skin Perfecting Tint. You've heard people talk about this. This is like the no foundation. It doesn't have any foundation. It's like barely a color. But for some reason, when I use it, and I'm actually wearing the shade medium, but I could probably go light. This is sort of like the MAC Face and Body, except MAC and Face and Body actually has coverage. But it's the same type of container. MAC Face and Body has been around for a long time. It's quite watery. Do you see how much I'm putting on? I'm putting on quite a lot. Because this product is, you can't go overboard with it. Your skin will look nice with only a little bit on or a lot of it on. It doesn't matter. I'm just used to applying it this way, and I'm sort of careless about it. But you'll see automatically it draws down the redness in my face. And it gives me just a light coverage. And truthfully, you will never see me wear heavy foundation. I'm just not a full coverage foundation girl. I'm barely a medium coverage foundation girl. I am looking for products that really just make my skin look really youthful and healthy. That's all I want. That is absolutely all I want out of my kind of face products, so that it doesn't cover every single spot or anything. That's fine. But you can see it did apply a nice amount of coverage. It neutralized a lot of the redness, and my skin looks really nice. And I have to say, like that Future Dew, I'm kind of loving it. What's nice is I know my sister didn't like it. She has the bottle. I have a feeling I'm going to be inheriting it. So that's nice. So that's really it for skin for me with them. The other products I'll mention, and I'm contemplating getting it again, I guess. I don't know why. I've had this product twice and I really just hate it, but I think I'm just changing my makeup habits, and it is the concealer from Glossier. So it is a creamy, creamy pot concealer. And I've never really gotten along with it too well, but I think it's also that I don't tend to have like a real need for concealing my under eye usually. And I'm only doing that right now because I'm wearing very dark gray eyeshadow. And I just wanted something to balance out the darkness. So I did put some of my bendy avocado, but now I think I do like a little bit of concealer on the under eye usually. Like I've been playing around with it more, and the types of concealers I think I like the best are the kinds that are just like the brightening kind. So I've been trying like the e.l.f. brightening like concealer, this in a clicky pen, kind of like the YSL Touche Éclat. I have the Clarins one too. I've been enjoying that, and and those don't really like, I mean, they do dry down a little, but they just add this luminosity, and I like it. And now I'm wondering if I should pick up the Glossier stretch concealer, because it is a very, very dewy, creamy concealer. And I think if you're older and are looking for hydration in your under eye with some coverage, I think it might be great. So yeah, I think I am going to pick that one up. So that's item one for me that I'm going to pick up. I've had it before. I think before, where I was really wanting to use it was like to cover up a blemish or two, and I don't find that it does a great job there. I like drier concealers that aren't going to slip, but kind of, you just sort of change when you change your the way you do your makeup, or kind of what you're liking or what you want to highlight now about your complexion. I think like that needs to inform like what kind of products you pick up, obviously. And so I think that's why I'm going to revisit the stretch concealer. It is a good product. Again, it's more of an under eye concealer, not to cover blemishes. It's also actually a pretty good, if you wanted a little more coverage somewhere on your face, because the skin tint provides such light coverage, you could use that as like a general wash. But again, it's not going to do that, like that kind of concealing that like the NARS pot concealer or the MAC Studio Fix kind of little pot concealer does, where you can really pinpoint a zit and like, get it and like cover it. The stretch concealer doesn't do that for Glossier, but it is a nice product, and I think it is still a very unique product to their line. So again, I would recommend this, but you need to know what you're getting into. It's nice and watery, and you can also mix this with anything and everything. It also goes really well with thinning out products. If you have a heavy BB cream or something, and you want to thin it out and not, kind of water it down completely, this is nice. Another product, of course, that I will mention is, because people will mention it while I kind of do swatches of my next color, I'll tell you about some other products of theirs that are good, but I don't feel are unique to them any longer. One of those is Boy Brow. That is probably one of the most famous products of theirs. It is their little brow setter. It is basically like Gimme Brow from Benefit. It is like the little brow boss gel from ColourPop, which is why I brought this guy out, because this is literally a dupe for it. The wand is about this size. It's tiny, it's fibrous, it's fine. This is perfectly fine. But for a while, Glossier was the only place that you could get that kind of product. So you could try the Boy Brow. I just think, there's so many brands now out there in the market that have something just like it, that you don't really need it anymore. So I wouldn't waste my money on it. The next product, I think, their skincare products, I think at some point were pretty unique. I have to say that the Dew that I just tried on feels pretty unique on my skin. So I might give them some credit there. But their other kind of complexion products, I think once were pretty interesting, like their serums. But I think now The Ordinary and the Inky List have jumped on the bandwagon and have now created very similar blends, like the niacinamide blend that Glossier had or has. I wouldn't waste the money on it. But if you were curious about one in particular, I think the Pure is the best that they have. They have two others, I think, but the Pure is definitely the best. I do enjoy their cleanser. Their cleanser is like a milky cleanser, kind of rose scented. It's really, really nice. Sort of like the feeling of washing with a Cetaphil or the CeraVe. I think Bliss also has like kind of a dupe for their milky cleanser. It's nice. It's really nice. I actually do love it, but it's just not worth the value for me. It also reminds me a little bit of the soy cleanser from Fresh. Different scent, but it's kind of the same texture. So if you like that texture, it might be something you're interested. If you don't, you can avoid it and save your money. And then they have a bunch of moisturizers, which they like to call priming moisturizers, which go under the skin. Really nice products. The lighter one reminds me very much of the Embroilly's Les Concentrés, which is a great product. And this one here, this product, very famous product for inside of makeup kits anywhere, will make your skin look beautiful for a makeup application above. So their priming moisturizer is very much like this. They do have heavier priming moisturizers again, but I don't think they're anything spectacular compared to other moisturizers that are out there that you can get. So that's really, and they have a rose water spray, which is quite nice. But again, Mario Badescu has the same exact spray, rose water, perfectly fine if you like rose water. If not, use another facial spray that you love. I do like facial sprays. I do think that they do wonders for the skin. So I just wanted to make mention of that. I've also used their Wowder before, which is their powder. But I'm not a powder person. I don't like my skin to look powdery. In fact, I'm going to powder a little bit just to see how this dewy kind of primer with the foundation kind of works. I'm going to powder lightly because I am going to be using a cream product on top, which is sort of counterintuitive, but it's okay. I've used these cream products before and I know how well they work. So I know they sit nicely over a lightly powdered face too. So I'm just using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I like this. This is great. You can always buy it on sale. Awesome. So probably one of my favorite products of theirs, which I would absolutely still get. I know there's lots of colors out there, or lots of like kind of comps out there in the market, but none are as good as this. I will 100% tell you that. None. I have tried so many. Is the Cloud Paint, and these are the colors that I have. They've actually come out with 2 new colors. I do plan on picking them up. They're colors that are a bit deeper than these. So these are all their colors. This is Dusk. This is Puff. This is, the next one is Beam, Dawn. I live in New York. Haze and Storm. And what's beautiful about these is they come like in little, almost like paint, little paint dispensers. The texture is really beautiful. It's a super forgiving formula. You can layer and layer and layer, create your own colors. Basically with this, I don't need any other cream shadows. You do have to be careful with how you dispense it because it's this little dispenser. If you squeeze too much, it comes out really aggressively. But I'm just gonna put on a few colors for you just so you could see how pretty. So this is Dawn, which is like the most beautiful nude for fair all the way to medium skin tones. You can build it up, and it's just really lovely. And you see, I'm just using my finger. And I have plenty of time to work with the product. It is a forgiving product. You can apply this product also on your lips. I've done it before. I do it all the time, in fact, and I'll be doing it today because there's a couple of colors I love to wear on the lips. I wish the two colors that they've come out with, one is like a deeper berry, I think, and like a blackberry, and another one is more like a pink peach color. I wish they would come out with the same formula, but in bronzer tones. I don't know what's going on over there. I think people have been asking, begging for bronzer in this. And they haven't done it. Not sure why they haven't released it yet, but you see, this is just, you see how many times I've just kind of patted it up lightly, and it's just such a I would usually leave it like this, but this is such a beautiful nude. I do like to layer my products, and I do like to also kind of coordinate a little bit my lip and my cheek for a very kind of monochromatic look. I would also maybe put a little bit of this on my eyes usually, but I'm gonna skip that today because I'm trying out this eye palette. I don't know how I feel about it. This is the color Haze. Do not be afraid of this. Do you see? This is like very clownish, but it blends so nicely, and it gives you the prettiest like flush of color that you just sort of worked out, and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful, beautiful non-cloudish experience. If I were to make a recommendation, I would say pick a color that is kind of on the safe side for you, like a color that you can say, oh, I would totally wear that going to a lot of places or whatever. And then I would pick a color that is like a color you would never imagine yourself wearing, something that was going to be really unique to your collection, because you'd be surprised how you'll be able to work with both of those colors. So I can't say enough about these. They're just beautiful. They're just beautiful. And no other formula is as forgiving as this. You know, even something, I would say like the Daniel Sandler watercolors is really beautiful. There's too much product though on it, and it's also a little too oily. So it's the only one I would say closely resembles, but no. This is next level. So right now I just put Haze, which was the color I put on my cheeks to kind of give more of a vibrancy. I just put it on my lips, which I really like. So that's that. So I think the cloud paints are still completely unique to their brand, and I would absolutely recommend them. And I think any skin type, you would be happy. The other kind of contrast to this, I would say, is like people will probably say, oh, like the M Cosmetics Drop Serum blushes. I had those. They weren't great. The dropper was terrible. Bottles were beautiful. Colors were beautiful. But then it kind of just was like a very greasy formula. It just kind of sat on your skin. And it's just a little too highlighty for me. So just my thoughts on that. So I would really strongly recommend you considering this if you've been trying to think like, oh, I want to try the brand. Where do I start? The other item I would say is like a staple I've loved and I've had for a while. I've tried every flavor, is their Balm.com. So I have 3 of them. The coconut one is amazing. If you love the smell of sweet coconut, like the kind of coconut, like baking coconut, you know, like a baker's dried coconut, and you're going to eat a coconut cake, this is the coconut. This balm is beautiful. You can also use it on your cuticles and, you know, to highlight your face, on your lids if you want. I don't go that far. It's perfectly clear in this color. Other colors which are really nice, everything is kind of subtly colored, so it's not like strongly colored. But this one here, I knew my light was going to turn off. I just knew it. There we go. This one, Balm.com in coconut, and also the original is totally sheer. There's one called Birthday Cake, which I would recommend if you like a tiny bit of sparkle. So it is also clear, but it has a little bit of sparkly kind of flecks in it. So it makes for a beautiful topper on other lipsticks that you have. They also have a rose one, which is quite nice if you like rose, and a cherry one, which is pretty if you like cherry. And all of the smells correspond with the name behind it. And I know that they have a new fragrance or one called Fig, which I'm planning on picking up. But the two I have here are Berry, Balm.com. The reason I picked this one up is because it has this tint to it, which I really enjoy. So it's just like the slightest little purpley tint. And I am such a sucker for these type of colors. I'm always looking for that like Clinique, almost blackberry, black cherry, the almost color, like kind of like that berryish color. Anyway, I'm always looking for that in products. So that is berrybalm.com. It's lovely. I like that. And then this one smells like mango. It is called mango, and it just smells so much like tropical mango, and mango is my favorite fruit. It has like no color to it though. So this one also I would put in the no color category. I would also put the rose Balm.com in the no color category. So really you're just picking it up because it's a great little hydrating product. You do have to use your fingers to apply it because running this on your lips is a little uncomfortable. I wish they would do something about that. I like these containers, but I just wish they would just angle the lids so at least you wouldn't have to like touch your hands to it, but that's okay. They're not the only ones that make me do that, so I'm not going to blame them. And they're pretty affordable, so I do like them. They're wonderful. They're just wonderful, and I really enjoy them. I guess I'll put on mascara now because I haven't done that yet. And I have their Lash Slick to try. So this is the Glossier Lash Slick. I have not tried this mascara, so I'm trying it on for the first time with you. It has oh, that's interesting. So this is like a rubber bristle, but it has like a million little tiny bristles in it. Huh. I don't know that you could see that, maybe somewhere. Well, anyway, you can look it up online. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So this is a pretty unique wand from other wands in my collection, and it's actually been quite some time that I have used a kind of a plasticky bristle. I actually prefer natural hair bristles or like fluffier bristles because I don't know, I'm really bad at applying mascara, and I didn't curl my eyelashes, but it's just not, I'm usually like a big mess about it. Hey, but this one I'm not that messy. Let's put some underneath the eye too. Huh. Wait, that's kind of nice. So this is with mascara, without, I don't know, can you tell? It's a little hard to measure. Oh, okay. It's nice. It's, I mean, you know, mascara is one of those that you do have to like wait and see if it works. So I'll report back to see if it smudges or anything. I do have to say though, I have very, very long eyelashes. So for me, what I value most about mascara is that it colors the lash from, you know, root to tip, because a lot of my lashes are a much lighter brown and the tips are blonde, almost like transparent, a lot of them. And so a lot of times I just want the mascara to color in the lash. I don't need it to do much more beyond that. I do like it too, but though it's like the expectations are very low because like no mascara holds my lashes up and like really curls them. My lashes are like bone straight and they kind of like point downwards. So I don't expect like a lash. I have to work really hard or mascara to curl them for me. There are a few out there that will hold them a little higher, but I tend to have to like be pretty aggressive about it, to get them to kind of stand up. And it's harder to get that to happen with a mascara that is made with like a plastic bristle, because it'll hurt your lash line when you're kind of pressing them upwards. So yeah, but you know, it's pretty nice. It's on the drier side, the mascara, so it's less messy. I'm gonna keep trying that, but you know, I wouldn't say it's probably a standout product of theirs. I can just kind of already tell. I'd probably skip it. Are there any other products of theirs I would really, really recommend? Yes, oh my God, one other product of theirs. Or is there anything I'm thinking of picking up? I'm thinking of picking up their liquid highlighter. They have a highlighter by their like sub brand called Glossier Play, and it's this like liquid highlighter, and I've only heard really good things about it. And yeah, I'm curious to try it. So I will be totally into giving that a shot. It looks really beautiful. I think it looks like the Cover FX kind of highlighter, but nicer and cheaper, because the Cover FX highlighters are quite expensive. So I am thinking about picking that up. And then the other thing I would really consider, you know, if you're into colored eyeliners, is picking up some of their Glossier Play pencil liners. I have 6 of them here. This is obviously a standout product for me if I have 6 of them. These are wonderful. They're wonderful on the inner waterline. They are like natural regular pencils. What I really, really love about them is they have really unique colors. And so they have this like beautiful smoky blue called Earl Grey, which I love. They have a real kind of navy blue called Adult Swim, which is pretty. They have these greens, like this metallic green and this other kind of like puce green. The puce greeny is called like Stable Relationship. And they have Cash Salad, which is a green gold. They have this one, which is beautiful, called Candyland. This inside the inner corner or like flared out. It's such an unusual color. And I'll swatch these all for you. And also they have this like kind of butter yellow called Nectar. They have other colors too. Definitely feel comfortable, like you can get colors that will work for you, you know, that are within the realm of things you like. Definitely, they are like completely waterproof. So like once I draw these on my hand, yeah, I'm gonna have a fun time trying to get them off. So I love that about them. I think they're fantastic for their stay time. And I just love their unique color selection. So again, I'm not thinking about picking up others because I do have quite a lot of other eyeliners. I am an eyeliner person, like a pencil eyeliner person. So I do like Urban Decay's 24/7, the NYX formula. There are some good ones out there. LA Girl and ColourPop. So I'm pretty much set. But these are the colors that I have of theirs. This is the Candyland color I mentioned. Some of these may be discontinued. They may have new colors. But anywho, they're very representative of the color that's inside of their container. Kind of like the, you know, the actual pen outside, sharpened pencil. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, they're great. So I would highly recommend those. And that's about it. Oh, no, actually, I will recommend one other product of theirs. It's in their lip category. Do not, if you have lines on your lips, if you love the feel of lipstick, do not get the Generation G lipsticks. They are terrible, terrible. Their reformulation is terrible too. They are just a terrible lip product. Do not get them. I warned you if you do. I don't understand what kind of lips you have to like that lip product. But I have never liked that lip product. It's really super dry on me. The other product I would recommend, actually, if you do like some fun lip product, and I'll put it on for you, is the Vinyl Lip Glossier Play. And this is in the color Baby. This is a pretty one. So it has like one of those like spongy tips. I would get this. They have some really pretty shades, but this is like a really glossy formula. Super easy to put on, a little messy because it's a glossy formula, but it feels really beautiful on the lips. And I like the applicator, as long as you don't click too much and like, so the product doesn't like ooze out completely, and you're judicious about how much you put on. It's a really pretty happy color. So this is, and there's some transparency to it, but you can build it up, and it's super easy to apply. Click, 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 you're done. Really nice. So I do like this lip product of theirs, but again, please don't get suckered in by the Generation G. I have been twice, once in their original formula, once in their, and it's just drying. It's like a lip, like kind of like the friction to get it on and everything, and then it just like clings to every little anything, and it doesn't wear off pretty. It's just not cute. So there are products that I would like steer clear of, and that is definitely one of them. Did I put anything on my eyebrows? Oh yeah, I did. So I did put the kind of the dupe, the ColourPop brow product. And if you're curious on what's on my eyes, it's the Baroque palette from ColourPop. It's this guy here. It's really beautiful packaging. Really blah color story. I don't know what I was thinking. It's really gray, but in this color in particular is really unique to my collection. It's it has a multi-faceted aspect, and I love it. It's not what I'm wearing on my eyes. What I'm wearing on my eyes is this color, and this one here, and this one as a liner, and then this one all over the lid, which has like these sparkles in it. Yeah, gray is not my color. I don't know what I was thinking, but I mean, I'm glad to have it just for this shade, actually. And so I asked myself, would I have paid $15 for this shade? And the answer is yes, and I'll wear that in another video. But right now I'm just trying to experiment with the rest of the palette and determine. It's nice if you like kind of dark, smoky looks and stuff. So that's what's on my eyes. So anyway, I know I was all over the place. I was trying to encourage people over 35 to purchase Glossier if they want to on sale next week. I already went over my shopping list with you. I encourage you to get some of the good stuff for sure if you want to, and if not, save your money. It's not the end of the world. There are great products out there by other brands, and you probably don't need anything. Just like I don't really need anything. But boy, do I want some stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great kickoff to the weekend. And I know this was a very long video. One day I will learn to edit, but I just can't right now, people. Okay. We'll talk soon. Bye.